Okay, guys, we'll start the session. Yeah, guys, I'm expecting all of you have attended some coaching already. Some of you are from my batch. Okay, so we have this two sessions which is going on parallel. Audio is not clear. Gajendra, can you just log out and log in again? Is it same with the case for all of you? The audio is clear or what? No audio. Guys, from my end, it is perfect. There is no problem from my side, guys. Just try log out and log in and use the device audio or computer audio. Okay, so guys, what I'll do is today I'll discuss a plan, how we are going to do this in the next 21 days. That's the plan. I'll discuss that and then we will have a small session today, okay, with respect to the first chapter, and then you will get a flavor of like glimpse of what we are going to do in the future in the coming sessions. So this is not a test series like, setup. This is an answer writing program where we will be discussing every day about some, all the chapters. I'll try to cover all the chapters and all possible questions from each chapter. You can see from the PDF which I have given to you, the first chapter we have covered. So I think that will have around, you see here, 42 pages are there, right? So what I have done is, here, guys, we have two batches, one exclusively my students, and then here also, since I'm taking limited number of students, some of the students of this batch is also from my students. So they already have done with the classes. So they know my approach, the style, and the content, and everything is familiar. So what I've done in this PDF is I've also attached that notes from each topic. So even if you have attended the classes from some other sources, paper one, ultimately, everybody will give you the same content. So there is no problem with respect to the content. But what you can do is just go through this also. There may be, this may make it somewhat easy for you. Okay, so what I will tell you is follow the same notes that you have already done. Follow the same teacher that you have already attended the classes. No problem with respect to that. When you're writing the answers also, there is no problem. Ultimately, all these are the same. What we are going to focus here is the way you're going to improve your skill in writing. I'm not going to teach you sociology here because I'm expecting that you have covered sociology either from your side or with the help of some teacher, or you have attended my classes. Okay, guys. So here, this is not a training session. This is not going to be like, because ultimately in 21 days, we can't do anything with respect to the syllabus. So I will not be discussing the way I used to do in class. What we do, we'll try to look into all the possible questions. So in this chapter, this is like what I've given to you in this PDF. We are dealing with the first chapter. We have three topics, right? Emergence of sociology, scope of sociology, and then sociology and common sense. So I have given the actual content which is given in the class. And then what we have done is we have taken up that particular topic, emergence of sociology, and I've given you all the possible questions which can be asked in that chapter, which was asked before, which can be asked also. Guys, obviously they have limitation in asking questions from these chapters, right? Especially paper one. And that's the advantage that you have. Paper one is going to be very easy, very much predictable, and you know what to study, and exactly what you have studied, you will be in a position to reproduce also. So that is the advantage that you have, and you will be trying to capitalize on that. Guys, it is very easy to get 150 plus in paper one. And paper two, we don't want to target anything, right? We will be targeting paper one. Paper two, we will prepare very well, and we will go for answer writing and the test and everything. And then we will go for the exam. Whatever we get, we will take it as it is. Okay, that is what the approach of paper two, because nobody can guarantee you anything. You yourself cannot guarantee anything in paper two. So paper one, try to score the maximum. 150 plus 160 plus is going to be very easy. And once you understand the concepts and once you attend the sessions and once you start writing the answers, seeing the questions and the demo answers, you'll come to know that. Because things are already there. Direct questions, emergence of sociology, what they will ask you guys. They will ask you modernity, social changes and emergence directly, or simply they will ask you emergence of sociology, or they will ask you the social changes in Europe and emergence of sociology, or they will ask you industrial revolution and emergence of sociology, or they will ask you intellectual background in emergence of sociology. All these I have given as separate questions, and the answers are also given to you. So guys, what you need to do is, first and most important thing that I want to tell you, if you're attending this session, I have seen many students, though sociology is simple, how you're making it complicated. What you always do is you keep on run behind different materials and different sources. The strategy should be read one book 5 times, and you should be in a position to reproduce what you're reading. It's not that you keep on reading and nothing will be retained. That's not the idea. That is not going to work out, at least in paper 1. Paper 2 you can do, because you will be getting random question. You also will be writing random answers, no predictability. But something which is predictable, why you are running behind so much of sources? And when I'm doing all these efforts, for example, this material, you will see it's a synthesis of the class notes, which I am giving you first, and then Vajiram, content is taken, Upendra, right? You might have attended any of these, so you will see that Vision IAS, Essential Sociology. So these are, and Harlem Bose, IGNO, it is all incorporated. So guys, you don't want to put any effort in simultaneously collecting all these things and reading all these things. Only thing that you need to do is read the first chapter, either from the notes. If you are a student of my any of batch, I think 7-8 students are there in this batch, around 50, close to 15 students are there. Okay, yeah. And then, okay. So what you need to do, that is your base. Whatever classes you have attended, that is your base. And then stick to this PDF where you will be getting all the questions, sociology and common sense. What is the class notes like here? How should be the approach? Guys, one thing that you need to understand is there are 2 possible questions, right? There will be a 10 marker, there will be 20 marker. Guys, I'm not going to discuss the pattern of question paper and all those things. My expectation is you have attended the classes, you have done with sociology. This is a value addition. So we will not be starting from LKG, UKG, right? So we will straightforward, we'll go to the answer writing. So you know the pattern, you know the way they will ask you questions, their demand and everything. Here we will focus on understanding the question, like these keywords: comment, critically analyze, discuss, analyze, examine. We will see all these things, and I'll give you model answers also for each of these. Critically analyze is one of the most important, favorite typical UPSC question. We'll spend a lot of time on that, okay, because that is what you will get mostly as a long question. So guys, you will be getting 10 marker and 20 marker, right? You will be writing 6 20 markers and 13 10 markers. Out of 13 10 markers, there will be 5 compulsory in part A, 5 compulsory in part B. Then there will be some choices, and ultimately you have to write 13 10 marker and 6 20 marker. So total 250, 13 10 marker. And this 10 marker, you need to write 130 to 150 words. That's the maximum you should be doing. Ideally, you should be doing 130, 140. Don't even go to 150, because that is going to consume time and effort, and you may have to compromise on something else. 140 words will be enough. Maximum 150. 200, the other one, 20 words, 20 mark, you need to write 250 words. That's the maximum. So we know that the maximum we can write is 250 words, and the minimum we need to write is 150 words. So your idea is, when you're reading any topic, you should be thinking whether I have enough content for writing this particular answer. At the max, I need 250 words. At the max, I need 250 words. The best 250 words is what you need to pick. For that, do you really want to go behind so much of materials? No need. What you need is your base notes. No matter whatever classes you have attended, paper 1, it is almost same for all. I'm happy, I'm okay with any of the teachers' notes, whatever you have attended, because that is the language that you have learned, and that the kind of understanding that you have, and you have followed it also. So it is perfect. That is your base, and then accommodate the good things which you find it from here. But keep in mind, any question, the maximum I need is 250 words. So do I have the knowledge to write 250 words? You don't want to write 650 words. You don't want to write an essay, 1000 words or anything. This is the thing that need to be printed. This is the demand of the exam. That's it. Once you understand this is a demand, getting 250 words is going to be easy from any sociology topic. Because once you've learned this, then this is going to be ultimately very easy. But what is the best 250 words? Whether you need to add thinkers, what all thinkers you need to add, it all depends on the question. For example, you see critically analyzed questions in thinkers. For example, Marx theory of alienation. If you need to critically examine, for example, you need to write the criticism. So you will write the introduction, then theory, then you will come to the criticism, where you talk about the contribution, you talk about the relevance. In criticism, you need to write 3 to 4 thinkers. That's enough maximum. And out of which you can write one as Weber, macro, micro comparison. That is going to be very easy. One you can write as Durkheim, functional and conflict comparison, and then something specific which is about the question which is asked, whether it is Dahrendorf or Karl Popper. You might have studied, and I'll be giving you enough thinkers. What is required for exam from each topic will be given to you. It is just like spoon feeding. So whatever is required, the thinkers, the criticisms, the actual points, everything will be given to you. And you just need to stick to this. I won't say that you need to follow too much of things. Now, it's up to you guys, whether you want to read Harlem Boss or ignore anything. Whatever is important, which is there in Harlem Boss, I've taken in this. Whether any topic you see, whatever is important, I've put that effort and I've taken in this. And you just need to read this and then try to reproduce it. Ignore whatever is required. I've taken from all sources that you can see when you're reading this. There's going to be a perfect answer for everything. So that is first thing that you need to know. We just need 250 words. Do you have enough content? You already have the notes with you. Apart from that, each and every possible questions we are discussing with the answers. And when we do it simultaneously for 21 days, it will be inculcated in your mind. That is the idea. I know this cannot be done in 2-3 days, right? That is why I am keeping it for 21 days. When you're attending this 21 days, and what we will do, guys, we have 2 batch. So tomorrow we will not have class because of, a lot of students have taken admission beyond my, expectation. What I did is I have divided into 2. This is the introduction for first batch where my students are very less. And tomorrow there will be another introduction. So I'll be taking that session tomorrow. So we will not have session tomorrow. And this batch that we are attending, it will be from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. These are the 3 days. Sometimes there will be a session on Saturday. If Saturday session will be there, that may be a combined session. So just keep it in mind. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are the session. And what we will do is after these 3 days, I'll give you the questions beyond what is given here. So you will be reading each and every topic. We will be discussing the pattern, and you will also see the questions, thinkers, points. Based on that, I'll give you some questions on Saturday. You will be writing it on Sunday, and you will be sending it back to me. And I myself will evaluate it. I will not be giving it to any assistants or anyone. I will be evaluating, and we will have a discussion. Either there will not be any point in wasting time in the class. We will do it. I'll give you the feedback. Okay, so I'm doing this. I'm committed to this. You see, around 140 plus students are there, and I'm evaluating the paper. I'm ready to do that. And other than that, we have a lot of test series students. Okay, but when I'm doing it, I'm expecting you guys also will do it. Provided everything is given to you guys. What you need to write is given to you. Just study that. And we will do it for how many days? We'll do it for 21 days. Okay, just 1 minute. Yeah, we will do it for 21 days in a span of, let's say, 6 to 7 weeks. Okay, it may take 6 to 7 weeks. That means I'm expecting this batch will be completed by around August 15, so that you will get complete September and October for your exclusive prelims preparation. But that doesn't mean that you should not prepare for prelims and only sociology, right? Maximum, this 1 hour session that we are attending, then you will be reading this answer daily, maybe 1 hour or 2 hours. Beyond that, there is no need to spend time. And Sunday, you will be writing Or you can also write every day. That is up to you, the way you are planning. I'll be giving you the questions, a compiled question from the discussion that we have in the previous week, and you will be writing compiled answers. It's not that you write one answer and sending it to me. That will be very difficult for me to evaluate. You will be writing the compilation, you will be making into PDF. Don't send the photos, PDF, and you will be sending it to me, and we will discuss, evaluate also. So this is the idea. So I hope you understood, guys. This thing, we will take it simple. Understand what we need. We just need 150 to 250 words. Now I'll tell you, once you write this exam, do you know which questions the potential to score high markers there? 10 mark or 20 mark? 10 marker, you can get up to 6-7 marks very, very easily. 60 to 70%. You can get very easily. So your target always should be, this thing has to be there in your mind. It is a reverse of what you do in college. Your target should be always to attend the 10 markers. 13 10 markers are there. That is what you're going to target first. Keep that 20 mark aside. That is going to be, you can even cover it later fastly also. It is not like, what you do in colleges where you attend the bigger questions first and then comes. Here it is a percentage game, guys. It is very easy to score good percentage in the short, ones. 10 marker, you have enough content. You will not face any problem with the content, and you will get very good reward also. And 130 marks, that you can spend half of the time. See, even beyond half of the time, like 3 hours is the exam. So 1.5 hour, ideally for 125 mark, because exam was 250. This is 130. So 1.5 hour, maybe 10-15 minutes extra if you take, still no problem. But this 130 mark, you know how much you can get? You can get up to 91, 70% you can get. 78 to 91 mark. That means 60 to 70%. I'm expecting that you're able to follow me. 6 to 7 mark on each question is what you're targeting. 60 to 70%. That means 78 to 91 mark. It is very easy to get. Now, if you get that 90 mark, that's close to 70%. If you get that 90 mark, to get rest of the 60, if you're targeting that 150, you have 6 questions, right? That means 120 mark left out. From that, even if you're able to get 50%, that means each question, if you're able to get 10 mark, you will be getting 150. But the idea is getting maximum in 10 marker, and it is very easy to get maximum in 10 marker, but there may be sometimes you will find some googly, like some questions which is out of the syllabus, or you might not have read, right? Even during my time, I have seen this question, serendipity. So these are questions which is coming, now every teacher is teaching you, every book you will find it, but that time when the question was asked, nobody was not knowing about that. They come out the exam hall and then they keep on discussing what is this and all about, right? But now that's not the case. Everybody know Gemin Shaft, Jessel Shaft, these kind of things, and then content analysis. Everybody is teaching that now, but not that time. So there may be some question, 1 or 2 will be there, but that will be same for everyone. But guys, what we will be focusing, the 10 marker. That is something which need to be printed in your mind, whether you're taking the test series or the actual exam. Actual exam should be like, a continuation of the test series that you will be taking. It should be like that only. That should be just another day. There is no need to have any tension or any other, any such feeling. You will just go normal, you will take it when you are taking the test series. But here we will not be doing the test series. We are writing the answers. We will see what are the limitations that you have. Once the prelims is over, and if you're confident, you can take the test series also. That will be separately done. Okay, so guys, let's see this question. Sociology and common sense. Now, here, there's a direct one. This will be a 10 marker. And in this case, what you will be writing, you need to tell what is sociology. Guys, I've given a very good answer here. You just need to go through that. What is sociology? Okay, and then you will tell what is common sense. You have to explain both, since both are given, right? So you need to explain both in 1 or 2 sentences. And then you talk about the differences. You talk about the similarities with example, how in sociology common sense is important, how your common sense can also be improved with the knowledge of sociology, and all those things you can discuss, and then make a comparison. You should never tell that one is superior over the other. Both should be mutually supporting, right? Complementing each other. That should be the kind of conclusion that you need to have. Whether it is positivism or non-positivism, whether it is inductivism, deductivism, quantitative, qualitative, any such kind of questions they're asking, it should be like that only. You should never say something is superior over the other. Both are required for the development of the discipline. Okay, so I've given an answer here. Then what I've done is I've given an article which is related to common sense and sociology. You will be just reading it. It is not that you will be reproducing anything from here. I have underlined whatever is important is there. Guys, I will not have time and I will not be reading it out in the class. All these are something which need to be done by you. What I will do is I'll just guide you. These are what you need to do. Okay, so, and everything is given. You need to put that effort. Okay, so article is given. You can go through, not necessary. And then sociological versus non-sociological explanation. The topic is done. And also one answer is given here. Okay, a model answer is given. What Andre Bethe is saying. So you can quote some thinkers also. And according to Andre Bethe, sociology is distinct from common sense. Why? It is a body of concepts, methods, and data, no matter how loosely held together, for which common sense of even the most acute and well-informed kind cannot be a substitute. Okay, so either you can just one or two thinkers, you can even write Weber, you can even write from Durkheim, you can write from the theories that you have learned, and you can explain what is common sense and what we are doing in sociology and all those difference. I'm not going to teach you. Whatever I have underlined or you see in this bold letters, you can just note it down. These are what something should come in your answer for sure. Okay, so then again, another topic, sociology and economics. Okay, suppose you're getting this, you need to tell what is sociology. I'm not going to tell you now what is sociology. If you want, you can just go through it. What is economics? What sociology study? What economy study? Right? You make that difference. Guys, one more thing. These kind of questions, if you want, you can make table, right? You can write in bullet points, but never do that in other questions. If there is a question on sociology and common sense, don't do that. You need to make a proper write-up in paragraph. Positivism, non-positivism, questions on thinkers, social change, family, all these you should be writing in paragraph. You will never see a sociologist writing in bullet points, right? That is not a matured answer. What is expected is not just knowledge, not just content. Some maturity is also required when you're writing the answer, because the senior professors, the sociologists are evaluating. You need to understand who's evaluating the paper. Sociology, your optional, your essay, ethics is evaluated by the experts. Your GS paper, it is done by school teacher based on the key. So whatever you write, it's okay, bullet points, or it doesn't matter. But you need to be very careful when you're doing, when you're writing in ethics, essay, and sociology. And that's why if you score good in these three, you will be there for sure in the interview call. These are the three subjects that you need to focus: ethics, essay, optional. If you're good in these three, you will be there for sure. Then everything will be decided by interview. Okay, so this is what the three subjects which you need to focus on. Now, if you get these kind of questions, sociology and economics, I will never say that you need to mug up an answer and reproduce the same. You know what is sociology. You will come to know, obviously, what is economics. You can read this, take the relevant content. Answer should come from within. These kind of questions, right? Here you can add Marx concept, right? And then Weber concept of capitalism. Capitalism is related to economy, right? And how it is studied in sociology by Weber, by Marx. Durkheim's study of division of labor, something which was related to economy, economics, dealing with profitability, production, the concept introduced by Adam Smith. It was considered as part of economics, right? Division of labor, something which is come into existence for productivity, profitability, capitalist setup, and all those things. But Durkheim studied it as sociological, as a social fact, and discussed a social cause and social function, integration. Okay, I'm not discussing the theory. You can also talk about these feminist economics, gender budgeting, and all those things. That means you will see the connection, socio-economics, new branch, right? So you can see the connection, you can explain the connection. So that is how, otherwise, what is economy studying, what is sociology studying? I've given a detailed write-up. Guys, this is enough, nothing more. Never spend time for reading anything else for these kind of topics. Trust me, once you follow this, then I'm sure that you will also believe whatever classes you attended, whatever teachers you have followed, no matter whatever classes you followed, you can do that. But once you see these notes which I'm giving to you, then that will be enough. Just stick to this, guys. And see, this first chapter itself is 42 pages. Once we complete it, you will have 1500 plus pages will be there with you. Will you have time to complete that itself? No. Forget about reading anything else. And I will also share with you all the question papers that I have, not only UPSC, all the test series of all the institutions. And do you want to join the test series anywhere else? You have the questions, you have the solution, everything is given to you, around another 1000 pages. Stick to that. Your approach should be solving questions. Okay, but it's not that you go through this chronicle, solve questions and all. That is not good. I have not seen that content as good. Okay, I'm not saying anything about that, but it is not, enough. You will see previous year question, and if you want some answer, then it is okay. But that is not up to mark, and that is not the one which you need to look up to. Okay, guys, but that we will discuss in the class, and you will come to know what to write and all those things. So here it is there, connection, and then economics must be made the handmaid of sociology, critically analyzed. One answer is given. Sociology history. They have asked this question directly. They have asked this question like sociology without history is rootless and history without sociology is toothless. The link like that also they will ask you. Answer for that also is given. Ultimately, the content is same in both. The way you're going to present, I just want to give that clue, the way you're going to present based on the different questions and follow the same approach when you're writing the answers also. Here, there is nothing to discuss in these topics, first chapter. That is why I'm not spending too much time on discussing anything. You know what is sociology, you know what is history. Previous year paper also I'll give you. Okay, I'll share with you the question, test series of all the institutes also. I have the collection, all the question papers I have. Sociology, anthropology. Okay, guys, I'm not spending time for these minute, tiny topics. These are something which you need to do. I will not be discussing these topics. We have enough topics which are going to come from next day. That positivism, non-positivism, thinker, stratification, a lot of things to discuss. Here, first chapter, nothing is there. Political science, guys, all have covered here. Okay, psychology. So when you look into this sociology and psychology, you have to talk about Weber, Mead. Why? Because their approach is related to internal meanings, motives, micro-sociology, which is more of a psychological approach. Mead is a socio-psychologist. So talk about that. Mead's theory of self, you should be writing in your answer. The theory you have done, you should bring that in this question. That's how you make that fundamental connection. Durkheim theory of suicide. Suicide is something which was studied by psychologists. Something which is considered as a problem with respect to psychology, but it becomes sociological. And it becomes a problem of forces of integration and regulation once Durkheim take up the study. And you have discussed different types. All those things is not required, but bring that relation. Okay. So that is how you will be talking about. You guys are asking me how to write thinkers in the answer. Is it required to go behind each topic and mug up all the thinkers? No. Most of these you have studied in thinkers. Durkheim, Weber, Marx address most of the things which is there in the syllabus, whether it is family, politics, work and economic life, religion, social change, right? Everything is actually covered by these thinkers itself. You will be able to write enough example. Positivism, you talk about from Durkheim. Non-positivism, you talk about Weber, Mead. You just need one or two thinkers if it is 10 marker. Guys, again, thinkers, you should not be writing answer with the thinker. Any question they're asking, you should be writing your point based on the question. And to substantiate that only, you will be using thinker. For example, according to Durkheim, for example, you're going to criticize Karl Marx. Marx is giving importance to society. Macro sociologist, not a sociologist, but macro approach. So you will say he ignored the internal aspects, micro aspects. So that is your point. To substantiate that, what you will do, for example, Weber considered studying internal meanings is important. Similarly, you will be talking about Marx have ignored the functional dimension. He only tried to see the dysfunctions of any social phenomena. For example, Emile Durkheim and the other functionalists try to visualize the functions of religion, family, whatever it is. You got my point? So you are talking about a point, and to substantiate that point, you will be using any of the thinker. It is not that you keep on writing thinkers to fill your answer. You should never do that. Unless and until they ask you questions, what is constant sum power concept and variable sum power concept? That is given by those thinkers, Parson, Weber. So according to Parson, according to Weber, then you need to write. Otherwise, when generally they're asking questions, you should be talking about your point. Positivism, you talk about positivism and then bring about Durkheim, Comte, Spencer, and all these thinkers. When you talk about non-positivism, you talk about the fundamental idea and then talk about Weber, Mead, phenomenologists, Alfred Schutz, Thomas Luckmann, Peter Berger, and all those thinkers, Harold Garfinkel, right? You should be bringing about these names later. 20 marker, guys, it depends on the question and it depends on the knowledge, how much you can recollect. And based on that only, you will be talking about thinkers. It is nothing fixed, but 1 or 2 will be ideal in 10 marker and 3, 4 will be good in 20 markers. All the question, one more thing, you should be talking about, for example, they will be asking you question on ideal types. You will talk about ideal types. Towards the end, you will also have to talk about 1 or 2 criticism of ideal types. Whether they have asked or not, you have to mention. They're talking about social facts. The question is simply social facts. Doesn't matter 10 marker or 20 marker. Towards the end, once you discuss social facts, you know social facts are the ways of acting, thinking, and feeling which are external to individual and are endowed with the power of coercion by the reason of which they control over him. Talk about that. You talk about the characteristics. You talk about the rules to study social facts, rules of observation, rules of distinction, rules of classification, rules of explanation. Once you're done with that, also talk about the criticism. What Durkheim says, how and what are the problem in implementing that in practice? How to consider social facts as things? What is the limitation? 1 or 2 lines will finish your answer. Yeah, we will do that. All these keywords, everything is coming. In the coming sessions, I'll do. I'm just introducing what we are going to do. Here, I'm not going to teach you anything today. I'm just telling you what is there in this particular PDF. Okay, just look into that. Again, modernity, social changes in Europe and emergence of sociology. I've given you possible questions here first, and then a write-up which is given there. What is modernity? Okay, the different dimensions of modernity is covered, and then the social changes associated with modernity is given, and the intellectual background also given. Guys, if they're asking you specific question, specifically intellectual background, what all things you need to write? You talk 3 points. Just keep that in mind. It is given in detail in the PDF. You need to go through that later. 3 points is what you need to cover fundamentally, the philosophy of history. Okay. And then you talk about Darwin's theory of biological evolution, how it acted as initial perspective in sociology. And you'll see the use of evolutionary perspective in Durkheim's approach, organic solidarity and mechanical solidarity to organic solidarity, evolution of society. Marx, mode of production, evolutionary approach. Okay, so philosophy of history, this Darwin's theory of biological evolution, survey method, right? All these social surveys and everything, very well developed political history. So talk about all those as the intellectual background. And then you can use your knowledge, right? Contribution of different thinkers. Okay, so I think that answer is also given to you. You just need to read that. Guys, I'm not going to teach all these here, okay, because that's not required in this session. Okay, you know the reason. We are here for just answer writing and answer discussion. French Revolution, I've given a write-up, but that they will not ask you. If at all they're asking you, the consequences is what they're going to ask you. What happened after French Revolution? There is a political turmoil, right? Total uncertainty with respect to the success of democracy. Democracy was established immediately after French Revolution. Societies like England, it was a gradual process, but in France, it was all of a sudden, and that created uncertainty and tension among the minds of the people, and total political turmoil, total political disorder, though this started in France, but it affected the entire European society as well. Okay, so that is also given, the political aspect, economic aspect, intellectual development, everything is given. Sociology as a byproduct of industrial revolution. What are the possible questions? Industrial revolution and emergence of sociology, or like this, sociology as a byproduct of industrial revolution. So guys, you need to talk about what is industrial revolution, what was dark ages, what was the age of enlightenment, what characterized the age of enlightenment, the scientific revolution, the commercial revolution, the industrial revolution or intellectual revolution. You explain this and then come to industrial revolution and tell what is industrial revolution. Talk about the changes which has been brought by industrial revolution. For example, nuclear families have emerged. There is a social change, a new type of education, new type of companies, new type of factories, new type of management, new type of crimes because of cash economy. Slums have emerged. Workers working in inhuman working condition, poor working condition, less salaries, right? Domestic violence, various issues are coming, urbanization. I am quickly going through, but with the assumption that you know all these things. If you don't know, you have everything which is given. Just read this. Everything which I have discussed is there. Transformation, the condition of labor, the industry, the urbanization, changes in technology, everything. Then the intellectual background. This can be another question. So here I have explained what is philosophy of history, biological theories of evolution, Darwin's theory of biological evolution, social survey. These three are the key points which has to be there in your answer. Beyond that, you can also talk about the contribution of thinkers. Okay, mention about Karl Marx, no problem, Emile Durkheim, Weber, because they have taken it to new heights. Not only emergence, right? You can explain further. These thinkers contributed to take it into new heights. And Auguste Comte is known as father of sociology. Durkheim, Weber is known as fathers of modern sociology. Like that, you can take it to a next level. This is philosophy and sociology only. Sociology and demography, they are given scope of sociology and comparison with other subjects. So what is that other subjects? No idea. So that is why I've given here demography. Normally you see in any textbook, political science, philosophy, psychology, history, right? These are the subjects that you see. We have covered all those. Demography is all about study of population. How is it connected to sociology? Because population is ultimately, human being is the most important and the fundamental unit in sociology. So how these two are connected, I've explained here. Just go through that. History is the past sociology, sociology is the present history. All these are different permutations and combination. I've already given to you the answer of history and sociology. Same twisted answer, that's it. Similarly, they will ask you history without sociology is toothless, and sociology without history is rootless. That question is also given. Okay. Now guys, this one, scope of sociology. So this is again a very simple question. Scope of sociology, once you have done with the syllabus, this is going to be the easiest question that you can get. What all things you need to write here? You start with the emergence of sociology. From there only we need to discuss the scope, right? And since it's emergence, the scope is improving. Talk about initial sociologist, how Auguste Comte defines scope. You know that, right? Social statics and social dynamics, how Herbert Spencer defined. Okay, what Saint Simon and all they tried to do. Talk about that. And then comes in the second phase, Weber, Durkheim. Talk about what is this macro approach, micro approach, positivism, non-positivism or emergence of non-positivism, formal school, synthetic school. Okay, Weber and Durkheim. Third phase, you talk about Parson, Merton, those thinkers, C. Wright Mills, right, Karl Popper. Combination of approaches, micro, macro, inductive, deductive, quantitative, qualitative, scientific, humanist. All these combination of approaches is what you see in the third phase. Fourth phase, guys, now currently, sociologists study everything. So the scope is unlimited. Sociology of health, socio-economics, sociology of crime, criminal sociology, clinical sociology. Sociology study everything. So the scope is unlimited. Whatever you feel like you can actually write. There is an element of innovation also here. You can write whatever you want, but there should not be a predefined answer for these kind of questions. All your knowledge should be accumulated and should be visible to the examiner once he read these answers. I'll tell you guys, trust me, these are the answers where you can score very good, because these are not objective answers. These are subjective answers. When you get these kind of questions, from your answer, they will come to know what you are going to write in the coming questions also. If you're good in sociology, this answer should be the best. Okay, so you get this kind of question, you have to capitalize that opportunity. And trust me guys, these are the 10 markers where you will be able to get 7 marks. 20 mark, you do whatever you can, 12 max you will get. That means 6 here, 12 there, same equal. But there is a high chance that you'll get 7 also here. Why? If you think logically, here you need limited content and you have more content and you can use it, as per the demand of the question, right? So that is why you're going to get good mark in 10 marks. 250 words when you're writing a lot of, what you call slip pages and all those things will come. So okay, so that's about this PDFs. Guys, this is a PDF that you need to go through today and tomorrow also. And we will once again take up this. And tomorrow we will not have any session because I have another introductory session for the other batch. If any one of you want to attend on Monday to Wednesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, these 3 days, you can just message me. I'll see there. And then based on that, we can take a decision also. But there's a batch which will be having classes on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but not tomorrow. Okay, who's this joining now? But not tomorrow. I'll update that in the group also. Guys, every day I'll share the PDF to you. I will update the videos also. Okay, the videos I'll share, maybe it will take 2-3 days maximum to process it, and then they will share it. And you will be given the access to all the videos any number of times. Today, it is just an introductory session. Next day onwards, we'll be only sticking to the PDF and the notes and the content. So that video you can watch multiple times and then things will be printed in your heart. That's the idea. Guys, again, the thinkers which I have named in the PDF, you should never forget. What ideally you can do is, you can make a separate, Word file only from taking thinkers, for example, if modernity and emergence of sociology is what they're asking you. So 1 or 2 thinkers, in case if you need to write, what are the 2 thinkers which you can write? Just take it and save it separately. Okay. And then scope of sociology. Like I've told you here, you talk about Comte, Spencer, Durkheim, Weber, at least the name you mention. Okay. And then common sense. You can talk about Bethe, right? I've given you just before, Max Weber or any other thinker. So that is something which you can do. That similarly, sociology, economics. Now, interaction, this kind of questions you can answer only when you have good knowledge with Mead and also Weber. So you have to bring in, so the focal point of sociology rests in interaction. I'll be giving you these questions, guys. All the questions which has been asked in previous year, we'll try to discuss almost all questions. And we will also try to discuss all the possible potential questions which they can ask you in future. So my point here is, what you need to do is, you just need to trust me. You just need to follow this. Nothing else, guys. Ultimately, what you need to do is, you should be in a position to reproduce. If you keep on running behind too much, it is good that you have joined here. So I'm giving you everything. Yeah, we will go chapter wise. Guys, after 5 minutes, I'll allow you to turn on the mic and we can discuss also, so that we can have a discussion after 5 minutes. Let me complete it. So it will be chapter wise. We will complete it tomorrow, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I'll start with the second chapter. Then I'll go with stratification. Then I'll do with thinkers. Then rest of the 4 or 5 chapters we will cover together. Then we will move to paper 2. So guys, you see here, I have discussed all the possible questions. What else can be asked? Even sociology and demography I have incorporated. What else can be asked in paper 1, chapter 1? Nothing else. This is what they have asked in the past, and this is what they can ask you. That is why I'm telling you, this question answer approach will be best for you only when you have a good base. And I'm expecting that you have a good base. Okay. So that is why I'm not going to discuss about the base and the foundation part here. That we will not get time. This 21 days you will be with me. We will be covering everything. And I'm expecting that after this, you yourself will be capable of doing it. Okay. Yeah, now I'll turn on the mic for you. You can, guys, any doubt? Now you can ask also.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, you said that videos will be given. Then those videos will be that the main sociology course which I am attending, or something in some different.
That course is different. Mains course will not be given, obviously.
Okay.
That you have paid 10,000 and then why?
Yes, yes, that only, sir. Then these videos will be attend. Where can I see?
These videos, right?
Yes, sir.
These videos.
Where will I see, sir, these videos?
You are a sociology student, Rishabh?
Yes, sir. Rishabh. Sir?
Yeah, these videos will be given separately.
Yes, sir. Then these videos where will you be able to see, sir?
Like what you get in sociology, no? Separately, there will be another module will be there in the application. So there it will be added to you.
So name of the module, sir?
Not yet started. At least I
okay,
should.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
I should at least do the first video to start a new module for that.
Okay, so I thought, sir, that this video would be that first day introduction session would also be this. I thought, sir.
We'll do that. We'll do that.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Also, you'll get that.
Hello, sir. This is Shiva.
Discuss the changing equations of discipline of sociology with other social science. Harsh, that is an easy question. You start with sociology and tell that about all the other subjects, like what we have discussed. Everything you need to include, but there is a limitation. The problem is you don't have enough space and time. This much content is there. You talk about history, you talk about economy, you talk about political science, you talk about psychology, philosophy, all these interconnections, but in that limit. Okay, like what I have told you, you can write in that way. Like, for example, something which is psychological, right? Suicide, when Durkheim take up the analysis, it becomes sociological. And he identified the problem in terms of integration and regulation. Something which is economy related, the one which is introduced by Adam Smith, division of labor, which is supposed to increase productivity and profitability. Durkheim identified it as social cause and social function. No, it's okay. What you have studied in class and what you're seeing here, it's okay. Just ignore that. What you studied, you keep that in mind. That is the base. From there, you need to develop it. This is just an addition, right? Why I have incorporated what I used to give in the classes, because you will also get a flavor of that. But because the language that I'm using, then everything will be familiar to you over a period of time.
Sir, good evening, sir. Ashwin, sir. One query, sir. Sir, when I saw the 2018 and 19 papers, I was able to see that
yes.
It is 10 mark or 20 mark. Why is this discrepancy there, sir?
10 marker?
No, for both 10 marker and 20 marker, they mentioned the marks as, the word content as only 150 words, sir.
No, not a 20 marker. 10 marker only they mention it as 150 words.
The heading said answer, please write the answer for all these questions in about 150 words. And it had both 10 and 20 marker questions underneath it, sir.
No. If that is done, then you have to use your common sense. It is 250 words for 20 mark and 150 words for 10 mark.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, hello. Am I audible, sir? Hello.
Yes.
This is Avinash here, sir. Sir, I have already raised my question. Problems come with us while incorporating all the relevant points regarding answering the question. So, sir, please, in this session, in this answer writing session, sir, we expect from you that you at least you discuss all the essential required thinkers so that we can incorporate.
That is what we will do. But in the first 3 topics, I have nothing to discuss.
That is not required. Yeah, I understand, sir. And the second concern is, sir, in answering the questions, and you have the much experience, and you have get very good marks, sir, in your optional paper. So, like the question is sociology versus common sense, and the question is scope of sociology. So, in both the questions, so which question should be attempted, or which question must be attempted, so that which will give you the more marks.
That definitely.
That if you will discuss, it will be very beneficial.
That definitely we will discuss. That definitely.
Yes,
will discuss. Because
and
what question you need to pick from the choices, I will guide you. That is definitely required. But
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
these days you don't have much choice. No, only in those 20 markers you have choice. 10
Yeah.
marker it is compulsory, so you have not much choice. And even in 20 marker also, generally what we do is we see questions from thinkers. Sure, should go, must attempt. You see questions from Parsons and all, must attempt, because these are highly rewarding. You attempt a question from Parsons, you will be rewarded, but provided you should be writing the correct content. Most of the students are facing problem with Parsons.
Right, sir.
If you are
Sir,
able to
in first paper, sir, are there very relevant thinkers, Indian thinkers there? I mean,
paper one, no, not in
no,
paper
not
one.
at all, na. Because sir,
These,
in PCS examination, in state PCS examination, if they will ask about Indian sociologists, so we must have some idea about in context
I
of
don't
those
know about
concepts.
PCS. I don't know about that. But
Okay.
paper one, you have not much relevant. You don't want to write. But
Right.
these topics, sociology and common sense, maybe scope.
Right.
But best is to use international thinkers like what we study in paper one. But
For
I
sure.
have used Andre Bette to explain sociology and
Yeah.
common sense is different. In those cases, you can use. But when you talk about family, politics, and all, we generally don't do. We just use J.P. Murdoch, right? Fletcher, these
Okay,
Anthony
sir.
Giddens, and all those thinkers. But even in family also, in case if you need to write about extended family or joint family, then you will write from Indian perspective. Then you will be using Indian thinkers. But these are, that
Right.
you have to decide, guys, based on the
Got
demand
your
of the
answer, sir.
question.
Thank you,
will be
sir.
deciding. But mostly we stick to the side. Paper one, we'll only focus on what we do in paper.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I understand.
But the opposite you can do. When you're writing paper two answer, you can obviously use from paper one.
Yeah. Yes.
But guys, understand one thing, that will make it things very simple for you, and your job and effort will be reduced. You just need 250 words. The best 250 words is what you need to pick. That is the only thing that you need to keep in mind. If you have that, then you can be very confident. Okay. And what you can do is once you get this PDF, you will be getting all the important thinkers from each chapters. What you can do, you can record all these in your phone. The thinker, like Marx said, according to Marx, for this particular topic, entire syllabus, it will come around 15 minutes. I used to do this. And when you are in gym or when you are walking, you keep, just before you sleep or when you wake up, and all these times you keep on listening to that. After 10 sessions, everything will come to your mind automatically. And then you will be knowing what is the next topic and what thinker I'm going to say. It is good. Even if you want, I can share that also. I did that when I used to study, and all those thinkers I used to hear, and that's how I learn all these. So that everything will be there in your mind. Yeah, next week onwards, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This week we have today, and not tomorrow, day after. If possible, I'll do on Saturday also, if possible, to compensate tomorrow. Anything else, guys?
Hello, sir.
Good evening.
Okay.
Rishika, tell me.
Yeah. How is this program planned, sir? Like, how frequently are we going to get these questions, and are we going in a chapter?
Every day when we have session, I'll try to complete the entire paper one, paper two. I'll give all the possible questions and the content also. For paper one, paper two, the content also I'll give you. The questions also I'll give you. The model answers also I'll give you. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we will meet and we will discuss. But I'll give you the complete content also.
So we should submit these answers on Sunday, sir?
Yeah,
all
Sunday.
these answers
I'll
at
give
a time
you
on
the question
Sunday?
paper on Saturday. You can write it on Sunday or Monday and submit it. Within 1 week, I'll get it evaluated and we'll give it to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, tell me.
Here. Yes, sir. So in
Your name is Jai Hind.
Yes, that's my name. Yeah. So in the brochure, not the brochure, but the image to be precise, it is said that 7 to 8 questions per day. You mean 7 to 8 questions per session? I mean 7 to 8 questions per week, right? For a week.
No, I'll discuss. See, today itself, you see this I think around 10 questions I have done. So we will try to discuss 7 to 8 questions per day.
Okay, you mean you will discuss 7 to 8 questions per session?
Day.
I
Yeah,
thought that
that's it.
7 to 8 questions, like
No,
we need to write 7 to 8
then,
questions per,
then we will
per
not
week.
be able to complete. When you're writing the answer, you can write whatever is possible for you. Right? We will discuss
No,
7 to 8 questions per day.
no, like what I'm asking is how many questions will we be writing for a week? You
10
said
questions.
you will have to
10
10
questions.
questions.
will be sent to you, yes.
10 questions. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. So 10 questions consists
I'll be sending
mostly
to
of,
you. You can write, yes.
it
Hello.
Some
consists
will be 10
20
marks, some
mark
will be-
as well as 10 marks, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Both will be there.
Hello.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Hello.
yes.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, tell me, Rajna.
Actually, sir, I have problem including current affairs with the answer writing. So, especially with the thinker parts, I have that problem.
Not much required in thinkers part. You need more in chapters like social change, religion, family, all those areas. And in paper 2 is what you need, more current affairs. Thinkers part rarely, because less you need to use current affairs, not much required.
But actually, I am your sociology student. I have seen their students. They include current affairs very nicely with the
That you
topic.
don't, they are experienced students. They have given mains and they have attended classes somewhere and then attending with us. So I've told you already in the batch itself, you don't want to worry about seeing those answers. We will be doing that once you start reading, once you get time, once you complete your prelims. But is it worth reading economic and political weekly, Friendline and all these things just for these? No, right? So whatever is important, like last year, we were
So
expecting.
actually, what we want from you is when you discuss these questions, in that questions, whatever relevant current affairs are there,
We will do. We will do. We will do.
like including them in the
We will do.
discussion.
But not in thinkers chapter and all. The other sessions will do. Mainly in paper 2 will do.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thinkers, nothing much to do that.
Sir, after returning the answer writing, we have individual discussion, sir.
Not individual discussion. How much discussion then I need to take? Man. Not individual. I'll write the feedback and will. If you have any doubt, you can call or WhatsApp.
Okay, thank you.
We will not be talking over phone. That will be very difficult for me. So many students are there. But any problem you face, you just message me. No problem.
Okay, sure.
Anything else, guys? We'll stop here. And
Sir,
yes.
Sir, can you share the schedule like कौन-कौन सा chapter? जैसे weekly 3 days है, तो कौन-कौन सा chapter continue होगा next session में? Like we can revise beforehand.
I cannot plan like that, no, because I will get a 1 hour 15-minute slot. So in case I'll share you next day that second chapter, but if I'm not able to complete it, I'll extend that to the next session. And then we will go like that only. I cannot, this is not like pre-planned. We can't go like that. Because of time limitation, I have another batch which is going to come at 7:30 now. So we will be maximum doing till 7:15. Okay. So in case if I'm not able to complete that particular days, then I'll extend that. So it will be like we can't prefix, but
Yes,
we will
sir.
try to cover completely.
Okay.
Next will be positivism, non-positivism, second chapter. Then will be the research methods. Then will be stratification. Then thinkers. Like that only we are going. At least the first 5 chapters will go in that order, and then rest of the 4 or 5 chapters will club it together, and in 2 days we'll finish it off. Because those are not that important.
Okay, sir.
You will be sending the PDF. Yes, you will be sending the PDF files beforehand to us, right?
Yes. Today also I have shared with you.
Yes, I just joined. This is just 1 hour.